Ready. Play.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Coco, your first match on grass of the season. How do you think you did out there?
Yeah, I think it went well for me today. I was serving well. She's a tough opponent on grass. I think it's one of her better surfaces, and I'm happy with how I played.
Any question? Yeah, ready.
In terms of just playing on grass, how much more are you focusing on the serve, like in your matches? Not just in terms of execution, but just how big that shot is on the serve.
Yeah, I think it's obviously a big focus for me. And yeah, I'm just trying to remind myself to go for it on both first and second serves. And I'm really happy with how I was able to use that mentality today. And I've been serving well in practice, and my serve progressively got a lot better between the start of play season until now. So I'm happy where it is for the short amount of time, considering where I was in Rome, the start of Rome, to now. So hopefully I can keep improving on that.
Okay, next question.
Coco, when you arrived in Berlin, did you already know that there is the Soccer European Championships in Germany, or was it a surprise for you when you're looking outside of your hotel?
Yeah, it was a surprise. I don't follow football, but my coaches are both French, and so they are the ones who told me that it was going on. And I've been kind of keeping up, but not really. I will say I have a lot to learn about the sport, but I do know some players, not a lot though.
Could you sleep in the night because of the party outside?
Yeah, outside of our hotel, it wasn't loud, so I was sleeping fine. I know Germany won yesterday. There wasn't too much honking. There was a lot of honking when Tunisia won, I love the whole passionate fan base Tunisia has, no matter the sport. So I was kind of with them, but they stopped at 10:30, and normally I don't really fall asleep till midnight, so it was fine.
All right, go ahead.
Thanks.
I don't know how hot it was today for you, but in Europe, other parts of Europe, it's heat wave, 40 degrees. The report came out the other day that said Paris Olympics could be the hottest Olympics ever. How concerned are you about the heat and these kind of temperatures? And do you think what does the sport need to do to kind of help the players deal with this?
I live in Florida, so I can guarantee you that Paris won't be or here will never be an issue for me, because in Florida, but the humidity is just so hot. Just training in that, and I think that goes for most players who live here in Florida. But honestly, the weather today, I was talking to one of the staff here, and I was like, yeah, this is way better than Florida, because I can actually sit out in the sun and not be hot or sweating. So yeah, the hotter the better for me personally, because I know I'm used to these conditions. I don't really like to play when it's cold. I'm really excited. If it's going to be hot in Paris, I'm looking forward to that. Thanks. The other sports I follow, American football or basketball, but both of those are over. So during this time, I haven't really been watching any sports. I've just been watching Bridgerton, anime, and I did scooter around the city. The bike lanes here are really nice, so I appreciate that. So I'll take a Lime and I'll just scooter and get lost somewhere and then find my way back. But I went to a bookstore yesterday and a record store yesterday. So I wanted to get to the zoo, but with all the rain and things, that kind of got canceled. So maybe next year I'll try to go.
Yes, okay.
Is the experience of playing a lot of doubles matches even more important for you on grass, where usually matches and sets are have been playing on very few points, for example today in the first set?
Yeah, for me, yes. Especially this is the only tournament I'll be playing before Wimbledon. So normally, considering the week I had at 2 weeks I had in roller girls, I probably wouldn't play doubles this week, but I just thought I wanted to get as much possible playtime on grass as possible. So yeah, it was I was making an effort to play here, and I think it helps, just get the extra rep, especially because I was able to play my doubles match before my singles. So I think that kind of helped me in the returning, especially today.
Arina and Ons will not compete at the Olympics. Did you think about it to not compete in Paris?
Oh no, it was always a yes for me since 2020, basically, if I had the chance to qualify. But I understand the reasonings of other players why they prefer to prioritize maybe their health, or the schedule is hectic, and I don't think I'll regret it after, but for sure, Toronto and Cincinnati will probably be interesting for me, being able to adjust with all the clay, grass, hard in such a short amount of time.
Just looking ahead, you'll play either Unser or Nostova. Can you just talk a little bit about what that match might look like?
Yeah, Ons is obviously great on any surface, but especially grass, and it'll be a tough match. I think I lost to her 2 years ago here, so hopefully I can get some revenge if that happens. And Linda, I don't remember the last time I played her, but it was definitely on hard. And so she's a tough player. She serves really well. She has really good groundies, and she's a very confident player no matter who she's playing. So I think both matches are going to be tough for me, but this tournament is always strong, so you expect that.
Yes, we can do one more each, yeah.
Just a quick thing. A friend of mine was sort of talking about your game and couldn't quite decide about hard court play, grass. I mean, grass for me feels like it's maybe the more challenging surface for you than the other two. How do you feel?
Yeah, I would say maybe, for sure statistically I've done the worst on grass, but honestly, I think it always has like a special place. I remember when I first came out on tour, everybody thought grass was my best surface, which I knew at the time it wasn't, but that was the only time people saw me play. So yeah, I think it's definitely, I think it's one of the harder surfaces for me to play, but every time I come on it, I love it. I don't feel like it's, when I go on grass, I don't feel like, oh, I don't want to be here. Like, I really love it. And for me, serving today, I just felt really great. And I think it just comes with the more years you spend on it. And I think that's why typically, in the early grass court tournaments, I would say the British players do really well, just because they grew up playing on this. So it's just harder to adjust to. And when you do well on clay, you don't have that much time to adjust to play here. And yeah, I think I've been on grass. Luckily this year I had a bye, but the byes didn't exist in the past tournaments. I would have probably played Tuesday, which would have gave me only 2 or 3 days to practice. So I think having the bye this week definitely gave me some more time to adjust. And yeah, so I hope to do better though on the surface.
Just yesterday, I think you had a rather emotional meeting with a fan.
Oh, yes.
At the autograph session, and I'm just kind of curious what your take was from that, and your reaction.
Yeah, so I didn't know, obviously don't know who he ran the fan page. I've obviously seen it a couple times, like come up on my page and everything. And he actually DM'd my my hitting partner, Felipe, saying, oh, I'm going to be here. And I didn't know what he looked like. He kind of just said he was going to be here. So I was hoping he would come up to me. I didn't know who, or it was a he or she or whatever. And then when he told me, he was very shy at first. And and then I could see that he was starting to get emotional. And then I was trying not to cry. But luckily, like, no tear fell. It just watered. But if it felt, I would have cried, because it's just amazing, like, how much what you do can have an impact on someone. And the fact that, he feels just so happy for me just to say hello gives me a lot of emotion, and it's why I do it. And his mom was there and she was really happy. And so just for me to give someone that joy, I don't know what his trials are in his life, but just for me to have an impact in that way means a lot to me. And I've been, talking to him online, and hopefully I can start to see him again this week.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.